Crossroad number 11. To walk in his ways or to disregard his commands. In our first reading today from the book of Deuteronomy, Moses spoke to the people saying, "This day the Lord your God commands you to observe these statutes and decrees. Be careful then to observe them with all your heart and with all your soul. Today, you are making this agreement with the Lord. He is to be your God, and you are to walk in His ways." Crossroad today. Shall we walk in His ways, or shall we disregard His commandments? And this is also a very challenging crossroad. Again, the idea of crossroad is you are made to choose which path you will take. And it is also called a crossroad because it really is a cross. It's a challenge. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult choice. And too often in our life, we find it difficult to obey the Lord, to obey His commandments. Napakalinaw ng kalooban ng Diyos, napakalinaw ng mga turo ng Diyos. The commandments of God are so clear. The 10 Commandments are so clear. The Beatitudes of Jesus are so clear. The teachings of the gospel of love, of forgiveness, of compassion, of mercy, they're all very clear. There's no teaching of God that is unclear. Malinaw lahat. Pero ang malabo ay yung ating paningin, ang ating pandinig para sumunod sa kanyang inuutos sa atin. So in this crossroad, the invitation of the Lord for us is, shall you listen to my commandment? Because that is what obedience is all about. Obedience is about listening. And many times today, people of today, we don't listen anymore. We don't listen even to the rules around us. We don't listen to the commands of people around us, especially for the young people in relation to their parents, and parents in relation also to their children. We don't want to listen anymore to one another. Crossroad today. Shall you listen? Shall you walk in the ways of God? Or shall you disobey and disregard His commandments? So we ask ourselves, why are we not obeying God? Why are we disregarding Him in our life? Why are we making His commandment an option and not really something that we need to do or that we need to follow? Why is it just an option in our life when the Lord is just leading us to the right path when He gave us these commandments? Primarily, the commandment of love. The Lord is telling us this is the greatest commandment, to love God above all, with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your mind. But are we doing it? Why is God just an option for us? He remains optional and not really a necessary person in our life. And to love our neighbor as we love ourselves, why is it just optional to love others? Many times we forget that loving God must be reflected in the way we love one another. Crossroad today. Shall you walk in the ways of God, or shall you disregard His command?